What's up guys, Kyle here. Now, I've got the OnePlus 3 here, and I've only had the phone for a few days, but before I come out with my review, I thought I should make a video on 5 things that you need to know about this phone. Alright, now the first thing about this phone that I didn't even notice when I was unboxing it is that the NFC in this phone was in this phone and not the OnePlus 2 is actually on the camera hump. There was a sticker down here when I unboxed the phone that I didn't even notice that says the NFC is on the camera hump. So on normal phones it would never be on the camera hump, it would be somewhere around the center of the back of the phone. But so if you use this phone for Android Pay, always take note where it is so you can hit the terminal better. Alright, now the second thing is that the fingerprint sensor on this phone, it is a capacitive fingerprint sensor. I have it set up here. It's very quick for launching the device, but one thing to note that when you're setting up this phone, you are allowed to just hammer it over and over again when setting up your fingerprint, unlike say the iPhone 6 where it requires you to move it around and it actually detects if you're touching the same spot over and over again and it'll take you forever to get it set up. This phone you can just go right through it, touch it at the same spot as many times as you want, complete the setup, which is kind of a hassle. And also I notice when the phone is down like this, you tend to get a lot more mist rather than successful ones. Now, unlike other phones like the Nexus 5X and the Nexus 6P, this fingerprint sensor is very fast, but I've had way more failure rates on this phone. I mean, I've had it sometimes where you set it down and it's just constantly failing over and over again. I mean, even when I'm trying. But yeah, that's one thing to note is you can mess with the fingerprint sensor and make it actually to your disadvantage. Just pay attention while you're going through the setup process. Alright, now the third thing is the RAM management in this phone is very tight to make the battery life better on the phone. It does not like to keep a lot of apps in the background so that it becomes better for the battery life. Now there is an actual kernel out there by OnePlus that people can incorporate into their ROMs so that you can flash it, or there's also a tweak in the build prop that you can change so that it keeps more apps in the memory. Now OnePlus is also coming out with an update to fix this RAM management bug. It's being released right now to actual phone reviewers, and they said sometime down the road it will be released to the public, which I find very inconvenient. I don't know why they wouldn't just give it to everybody at the same time, or at least have the option in there. Alrighty, now the other thing is the alert slider on the side of the phone. You can actually change some settings of the alert slider. In the settings it says alert slider. You can change the settings of the priority, calls from stored contacts only, and if you want to, for media, enable sound from music, videos, and games, alarms, etc. Alright, now the last thing that I want to show you guys with this device is the fact that you can have this phone rooted and Android Pay will still work with all of the Oxygen OS updates. It's a built-in feature of Oxygen OS. Android Pay comes pre-installed, and root will not break it, which is unlike a lot of other devices. Alright, that's about it, guys. Those are just 5 quick things I wanted to show you if you're ever considering getting a OnePlus 3 phone. If you like this video, like it, leave a comment below for suggestions on what I should do in my next video. Subscribe for more, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace.